Okay, guys. Hey, so we're back with our life. Basically, what happened in the last episode was, Clover got in an argument with our sister, and then he just left, and our mom took us out. Anyway, let's get into it. After a hustle of the outdoors and a long car ride, you spent the twilight hours watching Liz hit things with other girls her age. You didn't know how much golf, but you could tell that she really liked it. You sat with your moms and tried to figure it out. When the sun was out of sight, you gotta leave. Instead of going straight home, your moms took the family out to dinner. The whole afternoon had been a bunch of shooting. You hadn't been able to stop, but you could. You could kind of tell that all this helped. Or her name. Anyway, her name. Be less angry. By the time the two of you hanged out again, their fighting was history. You were glad for that. Anyway, so that was that one. Now we're gonna do fireflies, and then I think then we have just long day and sand something. Anyway, let's go into fireflies, and then we'll do the ending. But anyway, all right. Tonight we are gonna catch fireflies. At this point, Anyway, from your sister, you looked up from your macaroni and cheese dinner. Oh my gosh, I love macaroni and cheese. Anyway, you look up for your macaroni and cheese dinner. Eyes widen up. Oh, you are. Yeah. You started eating faster. You look over your mom. Start eating faster. A grin curves on your lips as you started to eat a bit faster, excited for what was to come. That was a good idea, Lizzie. Can we Mr. Lass? I don't know who said that. Was that her mom? Oh, anyway, it was unsure for Jones to still be here. Like always, his mom had to bring him over really early in the morning before her job started. But normally she would have picked him up by now. She called before dinner to let your mom know she'd be late. You didn't hear why. Probably more working things. Oh, I just realized that kid is her friend. Anyway, you thought maybe getting to hang out with Sharon for a little longer is what made Lizzie want to keep running around outside. Okay, staying at home and watching TV was never an option for her with guests over. That's why you were pretty sure she'll get your mom to agree. It's already dark out there. Lizzie gave your mom the best puppy-eyed dog face she could, slowly opening a mac and cheese into her mouth while you waited there for their response. Okay, let's go. Tonight, nights like this doesn't happen every day. Your parents exchange a look, then Mom nods back. Yeah! Along with Lizzie's cheer, you threw your arms up and whatever, anyway, but waited until you finished chewing to say something because you knew it was rude to talk with your mouth full. It is rude. Anyway, fine. I can't remember what voices I gave them, but fine. Just make sure you stay on the hill behind our house with all of the poppies, okay? Poppies? Duh, Mom, that's where most of them are. The idea had only just been planting in your head, but already could you just picture all of the glowing lights spread out in front of you, like the fairies from the bedtime stories Mummy read sometimes. All too quickly, it became a race to see who could finish their food first. That is bad. You can choke. No choking! No choking at the dinner table now! That's right. If someone dies, we have to cancel the fireplace. Oh my god. Anyway, Mom said it like a joke, but you knew that they were both telling you kids to slow down. Yeah, slow down. Whatever kid did. I missed it. Anyway, Elizabeth! No one is going to die. Shh. A knock on the door interrupts Mom before she could double out scold her sister. I'll get it! Your big sister jumps up out of her seat and runs to the door, pulling it open with even looking out the window to see who it was. Huh? You shift in your seat, trying to get a glimpse of the unexpected guest. Oh, I think her friend... Oh, it's Clover. I was like, oh wait, I don't think her friend's here, but... And I thought that was your sister's friend. No, it's Clover. Good evening, Clover. Your mommy had already walked into the door by the time you managed to see past whatever kid's floppy hat. Why is Clover here? Is something wrong? Well, his parents are abusing him. Okay, his dad is. You didn't give any clear knowledge. You didn't give any clear acknowledgement. Then for a few seconds, Clover said nothing. He only stood there, looking up at your mommy, with a face of almost like considering turning around and leaving. My dad told me to drop this off, because I guess I guess he borrowed it from you. Clover took a familiar screwdriver from out of his large pocket. Eyes now dropped to the floor. We left ours back at home when we moved. Great, thanks, bye! Thank you! Why don't you come in for a little bit? Well, I think he's already in your house, you know. Lizzie crossed her arms and lifted her chin. Clover spoke, and your mom stood from the table too. I'll give your dad a call to let him know you got here all right. Clover shuffles inside, eyes remaining on the ground. Mommy closed the door behind him. Oh yeah, see, it's the one kid. Hi, Clover! Whatever kid gave Clover a friendly smile and waved back, holding from his hand. Opening and closing his fingers, Clover nodded in response. Clover, are you going to catch fireflies with us? You could have came outside with us if you want to. You weren't sure what to say now. You don't want to ask him. You could see Lizzie's eyeing you for mentioning nice word. And outsider, but she got over it. Yeah, she can just get over it. I want to see them. I've never caught one before. It's too bad he didn't ever have a chance before now. The fireflies weren't out when he first moved in. And there must have not been any where he used to live. I have actually never seen any fireflies either. So yeah, I've also never caught any fireflies. But yeah, anyway, sorry guys. We can't go until after dinner. Yeah, girl. After she pointed this out, Lizzie walked back to the table and took her seat. There wasn't much left on her plate. Since which this was very true, you decided to finish up your own stuff as well. Clover stepped closer and eyed what was on the menu for your family's meal. Have you eaten? No, my parents starved me. Joking. Yeah, my dad. Yeah, my dad and I ate earlier, but like, I'm a food hog. What do you have? Eggs? Ew. Ew, nasty. Eggs. I hate eggs. I actually hate eggs, if you guys don't know. Then the clipped one-word answer seemed to discourage Shuffle from asking any more questions. Me too. Who feeds, like, their child just eggs? Just eggs for dinner. Like, what? Anyway, his eyes widened, wandering back to his last scraps of food on his plate. Oh, maybe he's poor and he doesn't have any... I didn't think about that. Maybe his family's poor and, like, they can't have food. All they have is eggs. Her phone call with Clover's dad must have just ended because your mom came back into the room. Clover, your dad said you can stay for a little bit. Wow, if you'd like. But he's going to come and get you before it gets too much later. Sure. Oh, fun. This is so nice. I'm like mixing up like their voices together. I don't mean to. I'm just accidentally is. But anyway, as you polish off your meal. Polished? Off your meal, okay. Whatever. You hoped it would be too. The three of you all finished eating shortly after Lizzie led the way outside. Remember, don't stray too far. It's fine, Mom. The one kid trailed off so closely to Lizzie as he nearly stepped on her heels. Oh my gosh, I hate it when people do that. I hate it. I also hate it when I accidentally do it to people, but yeah. Anyway, Clover stood at the door. You slightly smiled at Clover, gesturing for him to follow. After a moment, he did. Bye, children! The two of you were a good 10 or 15 feet behind Lizzie and whatever the kid's name is. By the time you walked outside, you pushed the door shut behind you, watching their figures get farther and farther away. You're so slow, Jamie Pearl! We don't have all night! Oh, God. You started to run when you heard Lizzie's voice calling you, but paused when you saw Clover still walking at a relaxed place. Are you not coming? You tug him along. Let's tug him along. But like, come on, boy. Come on, you little rascal. You didn't want to get left behind or be in trouble for losing him. In your hurry, you accidentally grabbed his casser. Oh my God, we are like the worst person ever. You hadn't thought that through. Sorry. It's fine. Just go by yourself. You could have helped, but you felt bad for rubbing his arm and refused to look at him. But since it didn't like he wanted you to be there, you did what he said and hurried to the hill. Oh my God. There were already a lot of fireflies out, glowing, bobbing like the buoys on the wave. Lizzie was standing on the top of the hill, and whatever boy was spinning a circle somewhere around the middle. Oh, I loved doing that when I was little. Where's Clover? You looked behind you, wondering if you upset him enough to send him home. But a second later, he turned around the corner. Oh my God. Let's hope okay. Well, you're glad that you didn't say that out loud, because that would be mean. Anyway, looking around at the fireflies was interesting. One boy took a moment to come over and welcome both of you to the hill. Welcome to my hill. We have this, we have this. Hi guys, it's really great out here, huh? See how they are. See how many there are. Yeah. A flare danced through the air, landing on Clover's sea green hair. Clover didn't help but giggle. You and Clover couldn't help but giggle. Yeah, let's both giggle. That's great. What? You suggest to his head, and reached up, making the bug dart away. Clover jumped and then followed after the glow. Oh look, Lizzie has that. Oh look, Lizzie has one. That's amazing. One boy ran to the highest point of the hill, making sure not to lose his hat or backpack along the way. You humped as the group divided and shifting your glance to the dozen of fireflies sailing around. The game was on. Oh, anyway, spotting one by one, you approach with it like assassin. Oh god. Stealthy, crouching down to make yourself seem like less than a threat. You close your hands around a glowing orb. Be careful not to crush it. The firefly is landing on your palm, almost delicate something, and you stare down at your prize, still in delight. The teeny legs tickled. Okay. Clover kept up with his target, but he was tired to grab his pink cast, wave awkwardly through the air, folding his effort to clap his hands around the firefly. Ugh. Clover watched it vanish from thin air and something impression on his face. You told him about the fireflies you had. You made a joke about what happened. Let's make a joke. You kind of looked like you were doing a weird dance. Clover, wrinkled his nose, turning away, walking to a different spot on the hill. He must have not liked your joke very much. Oh my god. You clicked more. You decide to stay on the grass and watch. Yeah, we'll stay on the grass and watch. Anyway, you quickly took a seat among the flowers, otherwise were jumping and dashing all about. You saw how many times they were exceeded and failed. How the one kid, I've given up on his name, almost tripped a couple times. Well, that's not. Oh my gosh, what did I click? Okay, that's fine. While you're not sure how many times passed while you were in the thick of it all, you could have forced on the venture at hand. No queries were safe from your grasp. Damn. Eventually all the fireflies... Sorry guys, I'm like a little tired. Anyway, eventually the fireflies begin to thin out and your energy started to leaps. You decide it was time to call off the hunt. Jane, Pearl, Clover, get over here! We're gonna have a race! Okay. The shouting caught you off guard. It had been quite a while since you heard Lizzie or whatever kid scream. I know, screaming. Heard Lizzie, whatever the one kid is. You glance over to see them both standing on top of the hill again. Oh god, okay. Standing on the top of the hill again. Lizzie barking to you with quick hand gestures. if she liked that, you knew there wasn't much room for disagreement. Up in the clean you went from. In the corner of your eyes, you saw Clover was coming as well. Okay. You didn't care. You didn't care for Liz. He didn't care for Lizzie a lot. So you thought he might be intrigued by the idea. Hi. Or sorry. Hi. My weird voice. Hi Clover. You can't roll down the hill. You could hurt your arm again. You'll be the referee for the rest of us. That is so mean. As Lizzie pointed this out, Clover froze in space. Oh, it was kind of like a race. He fronted down at his cast. That was the second time it got in the way of tonight. Oh my god. What? Yeah. You'll watch to see who gets at the bottom first. That's important, gotcha? I guess. The cast was sturdy. If he was careful, he could have done it. Lizzie might have just been looking for a reason to make someone else the referee, but it was already decided. Why can I step in and be like, that's mean, you're mean? No, let him do it. Let him be in the race. I don't want to be in the race, you know? Never mind. Anyway, satisfied with this, Lizzie moved. Wait, are we satisfied? I don't know. Anyway. And we moved to lay down. Whatever kid did the same. Clover stood slightly to the side to get a better advantage. It seemed like he was taking this newfound referee duty seriously. Countdown. You quickly got to the position as well, resting on your side in the grass, tucking your arms close to your chest. 3, 2, 1, go. The three of you took off, leading the gravity to do the work, rolling at the high speed towards the bottom, and then dies because of rocks. Also because your mom killed you because you're supposed to stay at the hill, and now you're rolling down the hill, and you weren't supposed to do that. Anyway, you squeezed your eyes shut as a delight and laugh, leaving you, I don't know, anyway, allowing few braids of grass into your mouth. Ew! Gross. You pointed out and Reach wiped them away. It threw your balance and sent you, curiously away, sideways. Oof! Ah! Everyone started to close together because the slight turn made you, then Lizzie, and then whatever kid, going into a heavy, and you tumbled down the last few piles. Whatever kid and your stomach were pretty close. We're pretty sure Lizzie's hair was in your mouth, but you had survived. Perhaps it would have been safer for Clover after all. Wow. Okay. Wow, game. Wow. Okay. You make me do it, but not Clover. Okay. Fine. Anyway, you could have heard him laughing in the distance. When you opened your eyes, you saw the streaming sky above, and Clover still on top of the hill, staring down at the three of you, with an amusing look on his face. Hey, cool smash! Hey, cool smash. I think Blink Boy was the first one at the bottom. That didn't count! We need a redo! I must win! Kids, it's time to come in! No! Anyway, you sigh, not knowing if it was from intentions or whatever. Big word. And close your eyes again. God, I'm tired. Anyway. Okay, I really like that one. What? Close your eyes again. Okay, apparently we can't do these ones. Okay, then we'll do End of Summer. Are you sure? Yes, because there's no any one you can do. I think those two ones are for the actual game. Anyway. never get tired of this view. Or sorry, I'll never get tired of that view. Or whatever. I can't remember their voices. Anyway, you sit beside your mom, and Lizzie as the fourth of you watching the sunset dip into the ocean somewhere far, far away. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. You imagine it to be cooling off in the water, resetting yourself. Sorry, guys. Anyway, resetting yourself before getting bright to shine brightly again tomorrow. Shine like a diamond, yeah. That was a fun day. I didn't know they had an imagination on the shopping street now. Neither did I. Neither did I. Oh no, we're so dull. We need to go out some more. Yeah, party. He didn't do a real magic, Mom. He didn't do real magic, Mom. How did you figure that out, one? How did you figure that out? 'Cause I know that's not real magic. What real magic looks like, duh, Mom. Oh, Lizzie dear, that's all kind. Oh, Lizzie dear, there's all kinds of magic in the world. Lizzie gave your mom a look, but didn't know the claim. Okay, I think we're talking about something else. That face is like, there's some other magic you're talking about. Anyway. Well, we can't sit out here all night. Time to hurry home and get cooking. Who else is helping with dinner? Lizzie immediately let out a moan. Mom, summer's almost over. Actually, technically it is. It said summer ends, so it is. Okay. The protection was obvious. You could practically see the school on the horizontal. You certainly didn't want to spend your last bits of freedom cooking dinner. You could have do that any other day. Please, can we just be out a little longer? It is almost over. You gave the puppy-eyed dog eyes. Yes, puppy-eyed dog eyes. Oh no, don't look at me like that. Like what? So soon we'll have homework. Sorry guys. Soon we'll have homework and reading to do. We can't do work now too. You know, guys, throughout this game, I think she's my favorite character. Oh my gosh, yes. Actually, no, I don't think. She is my favorite character, so. Anyway, she's my favorite character for, like, girls. For guys, it's Clover's dad, because, boy, Clover's dad is hot. He's a hottie. Clover, why did I say Clover? I mean, Lizzie made her case and then stomped her foot into the ground. You told her, her feeling that would add something to the argument. Well, oh, come on, Pam. Come on, Pam. I can help you with dinner. Pam? Oh my gosh, her name is Pam. Now we know her name is Pam. What's your name? Mommy leaned in for a hug, and you knew that you were very close to victory. All right. Yeah, all right, Pam. I don't know why. I don't know why, but like now that I know her name is Pam, she looks so much like a Pam. Oh my god. Anyway. But as soon as dinner is ready, you all are coming inside. Understand? Understand? Yes, Mommy. Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. So much to do, so little time. Maybe I could go get maybe I could still get the seashells bracelets at Times and Tiffany's. Times and Tiffany's. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, team is whatever. Ooh, maybe the playground or the fireflies would be coming out, right? I don't get to say this. You're so silent. Make your own plans. We can't go too far. I don't get to say me saying this. She looked over at you, narrowed her eyes, like she was very serious. Comment the answer to that. A very strong gust wind made you shiver. Lizzie shuffled as she wrapped her arms around yourself. Doesn't that wind know that summer isn't over yet? So aggressive. That's all Lizzie said before interrupting, turning her heels, and heading off to the direction of your mother's had gone. I do gotta say though, throughout this whole game, I love the art for it. It is so beautiful. Anyway, where are you going? I'm going to my room. I have a lot of planning to do. I want to make the most of tomorrow. So the person who gets mad. Oopsie. Okay, anyway, the person that gets mad at like having to go in and then goes. The person that gets mad for having to go in, person who gets mad for having to go in begs their mom to not go in. So then they don't go in. They get the choice to like not go in, and then they go in. Game. Anyway, you follow Lizzie. You stay outside. You don't follow Lizzie. You were getting rather chilly yourself, and you were planning to do outside. You didn't bother trying to catch up with Lizzie. Swing your I said catch up with Lizzie. Anyway, whatever. You swing your arms, slowly roll into the beach. It could get cooler, but you couldn't help but enjoy the last bits of the daylight while you could. Clover! Not too much further down, you spotted a familiar green-haired mousy along the shore. You know what? I think I know what happened. They gave me a choice, and then they realized, wait, we can't give you a choice because you have to stay out for Clover. Anyway, not much further down, you spotted a familiar green-haired mousy along the shore. You kept going. You wanted to see what Clover was up to. Why not? Okay. Gary stayed off your path and walked over to him. Clover kneeled down, picking up something. You quickly identified as a smooth rock. I got a smooth rock too. Anyway, we reached into his arm. He reached his arm back and then tossed it into the water. Oh my gosh, I love getting rocks and tossing them into the water. So much fun. Okay, you can't skip rocks in the ocean. What are you doing? You looked for your own rock. Yeah, let's look for my own rock. Deciding to join Clover, you searched nearby for rocks or shells that you could throw. Why shelves? Like, that'll break it. Anyway. Clover jumped a little when he noticed you, and he gave you a shrug. He gave you a shrug. I don't know. Anyway, and you smiled, realizing sort of forgotten an announcement to yourself. I'm gay. JK, it's not I'm gay. And I'm not gay. I'm bisexual. Woo. Anyway. You found a shell that would suit your person and smile. A smile growing as you tossed it hard as you could. It landed in a wet sounding trunk a few feet away, slipping down into the water. You pout a little, but when you looked over at Clover, he didn't seem to notice that his throw had been more impressive. Oh, damn. Clover was looking down as cast. He scratched it. He internally at the pink surface, even though you were pretty sure he couldn't feel it. Well, that's okay. His eyebrows were frowned and There was a front on his face because he has to go to school tomorrow. It's not fair. I have to go to school tomorrow. It's not fair. I had to wear this cast for ages. I can't even swim. I don't know how to. It's okay, Clover. It's okay. Okay, when do you get it off? How do you get it? When do you get it off? Clover starts saying nothing because he doesn't know because he's a little bitch. Anyway, for a second you thought maybe he didn't know, but finally he sighed. A few weeks. Wow. So he's mad that he can't swim right now, but he can swim after a few weeks. Okay. Like, don't they live on the beach? So it's fine. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad though. That wasn't too bad, you thought. Then at least he would be able to play normally at recess. True. And you sometimes got to swim during the school year, so maybe he could make up for lost time then. Clover let out a huff and plopping down on the sand. Plop. I can't believe summer's over. You sat down next to him and nodded in agreement regards of the sudden topic change. I don't want to go to school. I mean, I would. I don't want to go to a new school. I want to go home to my old school. I think I'll be the same school as you and Lizzie. My dad said something about, so why don't you want to go? It's a nice school so far. You only ever have been at one school, but you were sure that his old school couldn't have been much better. Maybe it was, actually. I had a friend who, she went to a really awesome school that had a lot of things, but then she moved to, like, where I live, and she went to my high school, and she realized how much her other school was better than my high school. And we would talk about all the time how she wanted to go back because how awesome her old school was, and I was like, oh, I wish I could go there. But yeah. Anyway, then again, he could have made new friends and new teachers. It would be kind of scary. Clover shook his head, then wrapped his good arm around his knees as he threw them to his chest. You heard a sniffle sound. When you took a good look at his face, you realized his eyes were wet. Oh, he's crying. I want to go home. You weren't sure what to do. It felt weird to just leave him here crying, but you could have said that you would help. You fronted a little and started to stand. Okay, well then. Okay, well, bye then. Wait, what? What? Okay, well, bye then. Clover gave his hand a small shake. No, I want to go back home. Great Clover wanted to go back to his old home, the one that sat waiting, familiar place from here. The one that would bring up whatever he felt this sad. Oh, I feel bad. It had been a while since he had moved in, but he hadn't seemed feel any better about being here, because he hates it here. Anyway, you were settled back down to the sand, trying to consider what to do. Well, let's move back to your place. Do you hate it here? This can be your home. It'll be alright. Let's ask if he hates it here. Because he might hate it here. Clover's eyebrow frustrated even more. And then shook his head. Oh, that's a bad idea. You're not going to leave, right? You'll still be around. A question a little surprising. Of course. Your parents would have mentioned it if you were going to move somewhere, right? After a second, Clover gave a little nod. Once I get my cast off, we'll go swimming. You were final. You. Sorry, guys, my phone. Anyway, you were finally fine, but you were finally. You were fine with him changing the subject again. Okay. You had to say swimming did sound fun, even if it was getting chilly out. Clover smiled and then looked back at the waves. My dad keeps saying I'm gonna get used to everything eventually, and that I feel better then. Just used to make it used to make me angry. Used to. Didn't make you angry anymore. I didn't want to get used to everything. Just want to be a I just want to be an emo teen dad. You spared a glance over at Clover to see the anger had still slipped off his face into a favor of something more puzzling. But maybe that would be okay after all. After all, as long as I really do better. Aw, I can't see it. The two of you sat quietly, just talking with the sound of the waves. Lost in thought, started a little bit when you heard a faint sound. The sound of your mom shouting your name. Jamie Paul! Jamie Paul! You looked over your shoulder, realizing it was probably time for dinner. Had you guys really been sitting out here for that long? You stood up, dusted the sand off of yourself. My mom's calling. It's time for dinner. You should come. Clover looks over at you, his expression screaming violence, but onto me. Okay. When you smiled, Clover returned with one of his own. Aww. The two of you couldn't stay here in your own little world any longer. You were being called forward. So the two of you ran towards the house, leaving the waves of the summer behind. Is that the end of the... Okay. August ended, September begins. It's time to go back to school! Lizzie groaned and complained the entire first week. She had to go to classes. Still, there were interesting things to do. Could have been done anywhere else. Anyway, you weren't sure how Clover felt about it. He was enrolled that year. That was like a sign. Clover would be saying Sunset Bird for a while. At school, he was alright. He kept his distance from the other kids, from what you saw anyways. He would pass by you in the hallways as if you didn't know each other. Oh my gosh. And that was fine with you. Aww. That's sad. That year, the divorce of her parents was finalized. You overheard your parents talking about it, saying Clover's dad got full custody. At first, you were worried that meant bad news. It had made Mr. Holden cry, apparently. He doesn't want to be a dad, anyway. Or probably happy tears. Anyway. Then you found out it meant Clover would keep living with his dad. He would only have to stay with his mom for a few weeks of the year. Clover cried too, for different reasons. You thought it seemed like Clover and his dad might move again. Oh, but Mr. Holden decided to stay after all. Mom asked him about it once. He had said that he didn't want to uproot Clover's life a second time. That makes sense. Mr. Holden, my son with the husband. He's a hottie matati. Mr. Hottie Matati. Okay, anyway, Mr. Hottie Matati tried to get Clover to Sunset Bird more. He kept encouraging his son to go out to see places. Sometimes Hottie Matati volunteered you to spend time with Clover because you need money. You weren't sure how well it would work, though. Clover never really talked to anyone about what happened with his parents, and withdrew even when it was brought up. It was hard for him, yet nobody knew how to help. Eventually, Clover stopped crying, because he's a baby, on his own. He could have understand what had to change. You thought you'll never ask a dub out yourself, he would tell you. After that, it felt like things had gone back to normal, except for what was normal didn't stay the same. Years passed, and suddenly you were in middle school. You weren't a kid anymore. You were a teenager. You were 13 years old, so a teenager. And the official made you a teen. Even your sister didn't agree. The toys and the crayons got used to litter every free space in your room that had gone packed away somewhere to replace new hobbies. There were other changes too. Body changes. Anyway, Clover's cast got taken off. It was weird to see him without it intently. Underneath the pink blazer ended up being a long, thick, with no voice, scar that crossed his forearm. Clover's chest puffled out a little in pride when someone drew the attention to it. Oh, damn. He's attention hog. Anyway, attention whore. He always went through a major growth spurt. He was the tallest student in his class for 2 years in a row. Clover probably hold a spot against next time. Over the years, he became more quiet and reserved. You didn't usually see him talking to other people. And the other kids that came to visit the neighborhood when you were little soon was gone. He and his mom moved back south because of her work just 1 year after Clover came to Sunburg. It had been really upsetting when he left. Lizzie was inconsolable for weeks, but nobody talked about her anymore. It was a long time ago. You learned some heartbreaking things, became less sad. That's sad. The further away they were. Even if they had never got any better. That was sad in its own way. Things at home were different too. You still lived in the same house, and all that, but it wasn't how it was before. Remodeled! Mama dyed her hair purple. Oh my god, I want to see that. Anyway, waiting for something new, like dye my hair purple. Anyway, and liked it so much, she kept dyeing it. See, that's cool, but like, I don't know. That's cool. You remembered calling her Mama as a kid, but something like that seemed awkward nowadays. You were so much older for that word. Lizzie felt too mature for her nickname too, and said on everyone calling her Elizabeth. So did you. Your mom soon gave her permission to go to the place other than gave her permission to go to other places than the playground and shopping street, which she took advantage of. You rarely saw her around the old neighborhood. In fact, she hardly spent time with you the way she did before. Elizabeth instead socialized more and more with girls from school who were her own age. Maybe difference between 13 and 15 was greater than the difference between 8 and 10. It is, man. You started befriending new people yourself, like Derek Boom. Derek Squatty. He didn't live in the neighborhood or go to the same school. Ooh, we got a boyfriend. We got a new boyfriend. What happened with what happened was his and Clover's dad stuck up a business partnership a few months ago. Since Derek would probably pop up in the area nowadays, then it seemed that Mr. Bubba was happy to let Derek tag along in his work if Derek had time for it. Without a doubt, everyone and everything around you had changed in small and big ways, and you had too. Yeah. Anyway, as the time went by, it was easy to settle into the new normal. Then before you knew, it was school all over and summer vacation had become again. With the summer childhood over, you're into step 2. 5 years had gone since the start of the story. Wow, damn. 5 years later. Harder and better. Okay, now that your character has grown up a little bit, you'll be able to change your details in your relationship with Clover. Most parents, based on subject pronouns and the first name, can be updated if you choose. The only parts that can be switched are last names and skin tone. That can be switched. Yeah. Anyway, any changes you make to your character will have granted occurs over the years in the past 5. Okay. Any changes you make, your character will have granted occur the years that have passed since the last step. Okay. Once step 2 actually begins, everyone will already be used to the way things developed. For example, if your character now wears glasses when they didn't before, you will have had glasses for some time before the event of step 2. Okay, that makes sense. Wearing glasses will indicate a regular. Wearing glasses will be considered a regular part of life rather than a brand new occurrence. Makes sense. When choosing your relationship, step 2, you can't reduce how much you like Clover. The relationship can only get closer or stay where it is at now. If you're crushing on Clover already, you won't be able to change your interest level because crushing is the highest point of step 2. Step 2 is also the point where Clover will begin to showing custom traits. The way he looks and how he acts and what preferences he has can be shifted in many possible directions. There are 2 brands in something development pathways to control Clover's personality and interest. They are the warm, modern, cold range, and the sporty mind. Oh wait, that's one of them. The warm, modded, cold, or the sporty, mild ranger, studio ranger. Okay. His change are sup at first, and then range expands and becomes more complex in later steps. His developments aren't flipped in of a switch. However, instead of being 100% on the way, Clover will likely end up in between points, such as 50% warm, 50% modern, and 25% sporty, and 75% mild. Okay. These are as many ways to make your story your own unique experience. We hope you enjoy who he has become and the relationship you have created together. Aww. Me! Okay. Let's try to change my name. I know I can't change my last name, but we're still she. No, we're they. Okay, yeah. Looks like I still can't, get rid of my whole name. Anyway, so we're gonna we can't change those. Oh, I can change my head. That's weird. Can I change my head? Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. I thought I could. Okay, how should we look as a teen? You know what? Let's change our hair color. We're gonna dye our hair color. Our hair will now be pink. Let's look through all of them. Actually, I like that one. I like that one. That one's kind of like lilac. Yeah, I like that one. Let's check for all of them. Yeah, let's do lilac. I think that's pretty. Actually, no, let's do pink. Yeah, let's do pink. Let's see how pink looks. No, let's do lilac. Okay. We're gonna do lilac. Or L purple. Freckles. Glasses. No, we're gonna keep our freckles because I think it's cute. So yeah, anyway. Okay, done. My feelings for Clover. Nervous, intense. Ready? I'm confused. Did we not... Are we not crushing for him? I don't know. I'm confused. Nervous, intense. Okay. Anyway. Oh my gosh, our room's the same. I thought it was gonna be different. Okay. It was the first day of summer vacation. The sun was out. Sun's out, guns out. The sun was out. As hot as ever. But you were inside and away from it. Afraid from it rash. Okay, I messed up here because my voice is like, anyway, but yeah. Anyway, so we're going to just, anyway, okay, we're gonna stop it here. So yeah, because I can tell my voice is kind of, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so, anyway guys, if you guys like this episode, if you guys like this video, like it down below, and comment down below if you like this game. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, to become a small bean, and hit the bell icon to get notified on my videos, because, okay, for some reason you guys aren't seeing my videos. I don't know, anyway, probably because you guys aren't hitting the bell. And also, when you hit the bell, remember to hit it a couple times, because there's like a none occasionally, and then there's an all. Make sure it's on the all. Anyway, guys. Anyway, guys, love you guys, and bye. Mwah. Okay. See.